Hey, for the first time in his head coaching career, Dabo Swinney will go head-to-head with one of his former assistants, as Tony Elliott back in the Valley this week. Of course, Tony, the head coach at Virginia. Elliott played under Tommy Bowden, where Dabo was his position coach at wide receiver. Now, Tony was an industrial engineering major at Clemson, got a job at Michelin before coaching called him. He started his career at SC State and then to Furman, but in 2011, his career took him back to the upstate, where his time at Clemson saw him serve as co-offensive coordinator for those two national championship teams. Quite the journey for Tony and his former position coach, and these guys remain so very close to this very day.
Honestly, one of the greatest, coolest moments I've had as a coach was being able to sit at the kitchen counter, me and Kath and Tony and Tamika, and he had no idea that I was going to offer him a job. In fact, he thought because it was a running back's job that he couldn't get the job. You know, and he thought, you know, his time would come or something, this and that, and he just couldn't believe it. He couldn't believe it. And when he said, well, Coach, I don't know anything about it, I said, well, we teach you all that. I said, I'm not hiring you because you're a great running back coach. I'm hiring you because of who you are. And I said, all that stuff, you've got everything you need. We'll teach you that. And I'd say it worked out. You know, he became a great running back coach, and he became a great tight end coach. And then, you know, even though he had never called a play, when Chad left, and I made him the play caller, and you know, named he and Jeff the co-coordinators, and Tony run the room and call the plays. I mean, he's amazing. He did an awesome job, and it was just fun. You know, and when you have that type of relationship, you know, I mean, he knows exactly how I think. And I know how he thinks too. So I don't think he's one step ahead. I know how he's wired too.